ThaBoxingvoice.com here live with Mickey Bey, trainer of Devin Haney. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm excited for Saturday night.
You look good, man. All fresh and lined up. When you guys get into town? Well, actually, you live
here
right now.
Well, yeah, I live here. Yup, okay. We live here.
So, you excited for Saturday?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be. He gonna put on his best performance of his whole career Saturday.
And why are you assuming that?
Man, he just he just turned 23 about a week ago. He just been doing stuff that, the stuff he been doing been incredible for his age. He gonna put a treat on for the fans for sure.
I was speaking to Bill yesterday, and he felt like it's gonna be a hellacious ass whooping. Was the words he used.
The fight not gonna be close. And it's coming against JoJo. JoJo could fight, no credit taken from him. He's good, but he's not gonna be able to do nothing with Devin. Nothing.
Now, how is this different from the confidence that Teofimo had going into the Kambosos fight? He thought Kambosos wasn't gonna be doing nothing.
Now with him, he was overconfident. We confident. We not overlooking JoJo. He was like overconfident. He didn't think, he was talking about knocking him out in one round, and I don't have a exact prediction. I just know, that the fight not gonna be. He gonna shut JoJo out. I'm not gonna say 1 round, 2 rounds, but I think that Teofimo just made a young guy mistake. I think just going in and kind of overlooking him, and against a good fighter that was undefeated. So I just think that he underestimated him. We're not underestimating JoJo.
Now, you specifically had something to say about the outcome of that fight. Obviously, I follow you on social media, and I remember you bringing up the fact that you lost by split decision, and you felt maybe that you even won. But what was your opinion that you put on social media?
Well, I had to hit back at the joke because everybody told me that Teofimo said, "Oh, I ain't Mickey Bey and this and that." But I was off 3.5 years, came back at 36, fought Kambosos with a 6-week camp and fought him to a split decision. I ain't gonna say it was a robbery. He probably got a little slight edge, from me being off. But Kambosos got a lot of heart. I'm kind of glad he won because he'll be more willing to fight Devin. I don't think Teofimo would have fought him, but I had to get it back because I said, all right, you said that. Now look at me. That was my face. The guy he didn't hit me a lot. He barely hit me, and he, I just said that and just let it go because I ain't going to kick a horse while he down. I know he going to go through a lot of, his mental going to have to be strong because he going to get torched in the media, but he brought it on himself pretty much. Because they underestimated him, and his dad just forgot that this dude was undefeated.
So, when you said, look at his face, and you posted yours, did anything about the blood stick out to you?
Yeah, I think that Teofimo went in and he tried to knock him out. He didn't even, that was a rookie mistake. He didn't fill him out, he didn't see, and then he found out the guy hit harder than him. Sometimes you could believe in your own hype, and I think he believed in his own hype too much. You can't do that. He went out there and didn't respect the guy, and the guy put him down, and pretty much, to me, I think the guy won 9 or 10 rounds. I don't even think it was that close of a fight. I get Teo maybe 2-3 rounds, but hopefully he learned from that.
As a person that faced Kambosos, did you expect that?
This was my opinion. I was saying if he don't stop him, it's gonna be close. He gonna have a tough fight because even when I fought Kambosos, I got a lot of experience, so I was rusty as heck, but I still noticed certain things. And one thing that I noticed that stood out with Kambosos is that in the last round, he was damn near like the first round. Cause I'm thinking like, okay, I'm rusty, I got the experience. Let me see if I can get him down the stretch. And down the stretch, he had the same energy in the last round that he had in the first. So I figured that if Teo didn't hurt him, he was gonna have a problem late.
Do you think Kambosos will successfully defend those titles?
No, Devin gonna take him right away. I hope after Saturday he don't backpedal. He promises he'd take the fight. Devin could probably tell you more of their conversations. He was telling Devin that he was gonna beat Teofimo before the fight, and he gave him his word that he'd fight him. So I'm just hoping that sitting front row, he don't see a younger, fresher, version like, dang, I gave him trouble. I'm hoping that he don't really get intimidated of Devin. I don't think he will. He got a lot of heart, but I hope he don't take another fight and really try to become the real fight for the real undisputed.
Now, what about this talk that he's making about he lifted the belts, he did the heavy lifting, so people are gonna have to go to Australia? Is Devin Haney willing?
Cool with that.
Okay.
We'll go anywhere, as long as it makes sense for Devin. I'm sure Bill will have the business right. Man, we don't care. A ring is a ring to us. Like, man, Devin is a different kind of dude.
But 60, 70, 80,000.
That's what we want. I want 80. We want the biggest coliseum in Australia.
But Devin's never fought in front of that many people.
When I say that dude is different, this ain't something I'm just saying, because you could rewind this and say, what happened, man? Look, he just different, man. He want challenges. Like, he the kind of dude that this whole arena can say, oh, he gonna beat Kambosos. If 5 people over there say he can't beat him, he want to prove them 5 wrong, and he want that fight. That's just how he think. He don't want nobody to think that they can beat him. And Kambosos is coming off like he really think he can beat him. He challenged him. I just hope he don't backpedal.
Speaking of backpedal, obviously I spoke to Lou DiBella. I had him on my podcast yesterday, and he was very adamant about wanting to find the most lucrative opportunity for Kambosos.
Yeah.
And that Peter Khan, his manager, is also of the same mindset. He went as far as to say that he knows a couple of 20-0 Australians that if they lock it down, they'll still keep him busy in Australia.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't argue against him wanting to get the lucrative fight, but the man is over there to do it. Eddie Hearn. He dished that money out, so I'm sure he'll make him and Devin happen. It's a no-brainer to me. This, the 7th or 8th undisputed fight. They both young, undefeated, hungry, and Devin really doesn't have a problem, and I don't have a problem with going to Australia. So
now, what about the fact that Lou, and I know this is information you don't know, but he's being a promoter, I would guess,
definitely.
And he's saying things like Dazn is a streaming service, and he wants to put eyeballs on Kambosos. He wants as many people as possible that can see Kambosos. And I feel like it's a little hypocritical because he became unified on Dazn.
No, you know what? Now I'm glad you brought that up. Look who did the fight. It took for Eddie Hearn to put the fight on, so I think they owe Eddie in a way, for even picking it up. It was falling off and everything. I think honestly, just out of respect, and he'd put the money up anyway, but I think Dazn should be the #1 choice. I think the fight would be viewed, it'd be huge viewers, maybe the biggest viewing Dazn fight. I mean, Canelo fight on the network, that's the biggest fighter in boxing.
So I wanted to ask you, obviously, about the inclusion of Ben Davison. How do you feel about that? Because I know you've been working with Devin for a while.
I mean, that's Devin's friend, so he comes over. He likes to come over. He got other fighters over here. He got like 3 or 4 other fighters over, so he included them. He's from the UK. That's his friend, so I don't feel no kind of way. Long as Devin is happy and comfortable, I know where my role is with Devin. And me and Ben, we get along, we work together good, and along with Bill and our other trainer, Kevin Henry. So, we each got a role, and we each do different things. I know what I'm here for when it comes to Devin, and, as far as my part, I know for a fact, what I done, I put all the work in with him, and Saturday, JoJo gonna be the one that have to pay for it.
So, when you say you put all the work in, you're there every day, you're saying?
Oh, every day, yeah. Well, I'm not saying I'm the only one that put all the work in. I'm saying my role and what the things that I know that I'm there to get Devin ready for, I put 300% into it, 1,000%. And we all work hard, but I just meant like, I go super hard at what I know that Devin want out of me. I give it 1,000%, and it's as close as you can get to a fight. I make sure I got him sharp, and a whole lot of other things too. It's definitely gonna show Saturday.
Is your focus right now solely on Devin, or do you have other fighters?
Yeah, I got one more, Amari Jones over there. Okay. That's it right now, because it takes so much. I got my focus so much on them that it's hard for me to to branch out, especially with Devin. Like, Devin wants to be the best ever.
Weren't you in Darren's corner?
Yeah, yup. Yeah, that's still my guy, Darren. He was fighting under Devin Haney promotion, so I was really training everybody
that was with
under
Devin
his.
Haney.
Yeah, so that was kind of the agreement. And Amari Jones is still with Devin Haney Promotions, but Devin is the biggest priority. Amari is 19; he'll be a future champion for sure. But Devin, the expectations he got, I got to be on point, and for that cat.
Going back to the Ben Davison thing, I asked this to Bill yesterday, like, you don't feel no type of way, not you, but the both of y'all, anybody that he trains, Josh Teller, and eventually Devin gonna move up, so it's like he's getting a inside look into Devin, who might be a challenge for Teller.
Well, dude, I think Josh, he won't be 140 for long anyway, but Devin is the kind of dude that don't care anyway. Like, that dude, he didn't spar with all of these cats that we name, and the Tanks, the Teofimo. He don't care. Like, he'll spar with Josh Taylor and fight him 3 months later. Like, because that's just his confidence is like, I mean, I don't see any other young fighter with the whole across the board, like all of the attributes that he got. I just don't see it, including the heart, the confidence, the focus, and everything. He don't really care.
So I want a stoppage, but I've been wanting a stoppage. I wanted him to stop Gamboa. I wanted him to stop Linares.
Well, his hand was broke with Gamboa. It was a lot of heart, him even fighting it, because Gamboa still is dangerous. It's a veteran 2-3-time champ. He said, I ain't canceling this fight. I want to fight. So, we let him out boxing with one hand. Linares, real experience. Like, to a 22-year-old fighting, same way I gave Kambosos a tough fight, even though I was off. My experience came into play. These guys are younger, just coming up, so we kind of got that experience edge to be able to. But this time, when I tell you Devin got better in the last 2-3 months, and he know I don't lie to him, and this dude literally, when I say he got better, you gonna see some hurt in this fight. I ain't gonna say this what wrong, believe me. Remember, look at JoJo's face after the second round. And then interview me after the fight.
Cause I want to bet the stoppage. He like a plus 330. I'm trying to get that money.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Put something on it. They got it too late. It's too late. They got it damn near at 12 rounds. I'll tell you to put something on it. I'm gonna tell you that. Now, if they'd have said 4 or 5, I don't know what round, but if JoJo gonna have to be a complete animal to take what Devin gonna give to him. Devin ain't been 1 minute. He ain't lose 30 seconds of no sparring match. Everybody been hurt. Everybody got. I'ma just keep it as you'll see. Watch Saturday.
I mean, JoJo's style is unique though.
No,
he's like Margarito pressure, but more technical.
Right.
Or technically sound at least. He's a former Olympian.
Yup.
This is his biggest test.
Sure. And he wanted that. This how, man, listen. Dab literally would have took that Tank fight. He don't be playing when he say stuff. Like, Dab want to be the best for real, like in the throwback way, not just because of fame and accolade, like the all of that stuff. He want to prove it in the ring. So, but believe me, JoJo, he gonna be able to answer everything. But the bad thing is JoJo not gonna be able to answer what Devin got, because he gonna see some new stuff. You can't study for Devin, because he gonna adapt to whatever you do to. Man, listen, he ready. He's super ready.
Well, as a trainer, I want to switch subjects and ask about Anthony Joshua's loss to Alexander Usyk.
Yup.
Obviously, he's come to America. He's been looking at trainers.
Yup.
What do you think about Joshua losing those belts? Can he get them back? And is the right thing to get with Ronnie Shields, who he linked up with, Eddie Reynoso, and he also linked up with Virgil Hunter?
Yeah, I like Virgil Hunter and Ronnie Shields for him, but the only thing, I'm gonna be 100% real with you, and I love Joshua. Stay away from Usyk.
So don't take the rematch?
Nope.
Yeah, but
I don't see him beating Usyk.
Listen, he said he's done interviews and he says, I can't see these. I don't understand these professional fighters telling me not to take a rematch.
Right. I mean, I get that, but why right away? My thing is get you a fight or two in, then fight him. you're not gonna learn but so much.
He said he want to be a throwback fighter. He said the
but you
throwback
gotta
fighters.
fight. He gotta learn how to fight like one first. No, he a great fighter, but I'm talking about the throwback style.
Okay.
He could fight his ass off, but what I mean is he coming here to get them skills from whoever is Virgil or Ronnie. He not gonna get it, but so fast. I think he should get him 1 or 2 in between, and then I can see him doing it. He got.
But you asking him to walk away from the belts
right away? Yeah, I wouldn't fight him yet. He ain't gonna beat him the next fight. I don't think.
But that's like you saying Devin beats Kambosos, fights Tank. Tank beats the hell out of him, and he walks away from the rematch. You know who I
No, he can't do it though. Devin already fight like a throwback. Devin came up. Look, this is my 19-year-old. He already fighting like a throwback because everything I learned from the Mayweathers for 15, 20 years, Emmanuel Stewart, the Tommy Rowland, like the stuff that Joshua is capable of beating anybody, but to me, don't rush. It ain't about just getting everything back in one night. I think he should get 1 in or 2 in and then come back and see him. I'd rather see Usyk versus Fury. Yeah, I'd rather see that fight. I wouldn't fight. I guarantee you, Verge and Ronnie will probably tell him that. They're not gonna lie to him in the gym. See, everybody want the bag, the biggest bag. They gonna say, is he ready? Did he? So get some of them moves, them American moves, and then fight him. I wouldn't fight him just yet, though.
So I'm assuming you recommending the same advice to Deontay Wilder.
I wouldn't have, as far as what, fighting who?
Just in general, coming back. He should get a few tune-ups.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was him, I'd fight, what's his name? What's the guy that beat Joshua?
Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz.
Without a tune-up off them 2 losses?
Yeah, he could fight him. I think now if I was Wilder, he could fight Joshua. I like him against Joshua right now.
Both off losses.
Yeah, I like him against, but I would fight Andy Ruiz. Andy is real good. I think that if he get in tip-top shape and get his hunger back, he capable of giving Fury a good fight because he got the hand speed and he actually got more skills than both of them, Joshua and Wilder. But Wilder just got that neutralizer, and to me, Fury was the only one that's big enough. He know how to kind of, he knew how to get out of the way of that and how to take that right hand away.
So, what did you think about Terrence Crawford's performance versus Sean Porter? Because you're a trainer now, so you've seen the stoppage, and you from Vegas. Devin's even sparred with Sean. What you think of the stoppage from a trainer standpoint?
I'm going to be honest. I think everybody think the stoppage was cool. It was just what was said after the fight. And that's family. We both come up from the same hometown, me and Sean. So I knew him since he was we went to elementary school together. So Sean is a dog. He wanted to kind of go out on the shield. Because, I heard something that somebody said, I think it was Bozeman, Enos, is that, and it made sense. He said if he was able to punch the canvas and do all that, he had more fight in him. And I said, that's a good thought. But it was cool to me because Terrence is a great finisher. It was just what was said after the fight. But, Kenny probably was in the heat of the moment or whatever as well. So, but it was a great, to me, Terrence, I don't see nobody beating him.
No, so you ain't picking Earl then?
Nah, I love Earl. I got to see Earl more off the accident.
So did you always feel like this, or did it take the
No, to be honest, before I just want to see Earl. I care more about Earl's health and safety.
No. I mean, did you always feel Terrence would beat Earl, or was it until the Porter fight?
I didn't know until the accident.
Oh, okay.
I got to see him more off of that.
So before the accident, you weren't thinking that
I think it was like 50-50, yeah. See, Earl, I like him out the ring, so it's hard for me to want to see him with Terrence until I know that accident, because that's a tough fight. Terrence is a killer. I don't want to see him with Terrence unless I know that accident didn't take a toll on him. If not, I think it's still like a.
But he had the Danny fight after the accident.
He did, but Danny don't really throw a lot of punches. Get my book bag. I don't know. I ain't see it that fight. Maybe it could have been Russ being out the ring, but I don't put nothing past Earl though. He's so much of a beast. But I still want to see that fight. To me, him and Earl is one of my top 3 fights in boxing.
What about Jaron Ennis? You think he's ready to take a title from
I'd like to see him fight somebody. I would have liked to see him fight Porter or a guy like Ugas first. You know, I would like to see him fight a guy like Porter if Porter don't retire. Somebody like him or Ugas. But yeah, I think he's ready for the top names. You know, maybe a few fights before somebody like Terrence, but Keith Thurman. I'd like to see him with Keith Thurman or Ugas. I think he could beat both of them boots.
So before I let you go, I gotta get your breakdown. Why? Because obviously you being in that Mayweather gym, promoted by him. Now you're training Devin, so you know Tank and you know Devin, but you're picking Devin.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And made no mistake about it, Tank is an animal. I mean, he can fight. You know, he got it. I think outside of Devin, he gonna probably pulverize all of them other cats. I just think Devin got the style, and he got the style and everything to beat him. You know, it's going to be hard to land a lot of them shots on Devin. And Devin can take them, but to me, that's probably, if not one or two of the biggest fights in boxing. I'd love to see it happen.
You said Devin could take him, so seeing him take the Lanata shot as a trainer, did that make you happy? Like, yeah, my guy got it?
Yeah, I knew he could. He was winning the fight easy, so he kind of fell asleep. That's it. I mean, he fell asleep. He was winning the fight, so it was a 22-year-old mistake, but he wanted to fight easy, and it's against a real good, experienced fighter.
Yeah, I mean, that guy dropped Loma and Campbell.
With Devin.
All right, yeah, thank you so much.
I like your question. When he finished, when he done.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.